Black develops the knight and attacks the center. Very precise. The bishop is ready to be developed to an active square, developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. This strikes at the center with a pawn, trying to gain space. White develops the knight and attacks the center. This strikes at the center to fight for space. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This is an equal trade. Recaptures from a previous move. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. This prepares the bishop for development. Castling kingside tends to be safer than queenside because the king is further from the center. The bishop moves forward into the game. Solid choice in the opening. This activates a piece and simultaneously wins time by attacking a queen. This moves the queen to safety. This creates space for the king to move in case it is attacked. This moves the bishop to safety. This threatens to eventually win a pawn. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This prevents the opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. The piece finds a new active square. A very strong play. This is the way to win a pawn. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This wins a pawn by removing a key defender. Takes back. That pawn was free for the taking. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. This forces the opponent to have isolated doubled pawns, which ruins their structure. Recaptures. This threatens to win material through a tactic. That was a free pawn. This defends a knight that was under attack and had no defenders. This attacks a queen, winning a tempo when it moves away. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This blocks the check from an opposing queen. This threatens to win material through a tactic. This overlooks an opportunity to win a tempo by threatening a queen. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a pawn. This threatens to win a rook through a fork. This stops the opponent from being able to win a rook through a fork. This leads to losing a pawn. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. Right on target. This blocks the check from an opposing queen. This protects the attacked pawn. This offers an equal trade of pieces. This is an equal trade. This is the strongest option. One of the best moves. This wins time by threatening a bishop and forcing it to move away. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Takes back. The game was close to equal, but now black has the advantage. This missed an opportunity to punish a mistake. This moves the bishop to a more active square, making it gain scope. Very precise. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. This passed pawn is a strong asset for black. This permits the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a rook. This overlooks an opportunity to win a tempo by threatening a rook. This threatens to win material through a tactic. This threatens to eventually win a pawn. This stops the opponent from being able to win material through a tactic. This is the only move that works. This attacks a queen, winning a tempo when it moves away. This misses an opportunity to move a queen to safety. This allows the opponent to kick a queen. This misses an opportunity to kick a queen. This misses an opportunity to defend a rook that was under attack. This missed an opportunity to punish a mistake. There were worse moves, but also something much better. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Recaptures. This is not the right idea. There were worse moves, but also something much better. White was worse off, but now they are in a losing position. This is the only good move. This offers an equal trade of pieces. The Indian game begins by controlling the important e4 square with the knight, rather than a pawn. c4 builds a strong center by controlling the important d5 square and creates a square for the knight to come to c3 without blocking the c-pawn. e6 opens up a line for the dark-squared bishop and prepares to castle quickly, while preparing to push a pawn to d5 and recapture with a pawn if captured. Knight f3 develops toward the center, putting pressure on the e5 square and adding another defender to the d4 pawn. d5 takes space in the center, attacks the c4 pawn, and helps control the e4 square. This prepares the bishop for development. The bishop joins the board early, building a strong opening for black. This fianchettos the bishop by placing it on a powerful diagonal. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. D takes c4 opens up the center and captures the c4 pawn. Now black can't stop white from winning a pawn if they make the right moves. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. This forces the opponent to get an isolated pawn on a semi-open file. Takes back. Out comes the knight and into the battle. This is the only good move. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. This threatens to win a pawn through a fork. One more piece joins the action. White develops further. The rook is now on an open file, which helps control squares across the board. This wins time by threatening a bishop and forcing it to move away. This defends a bishop that was under attack and had no defenders. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. With the queen now developed as well, black has all pieces ready for action. That's fine. Black's piece has moved to a square with greater activity and control. This threatens to win material through a fork. This permits the opponent to win material through a fork. White will be winning material with that fork. This move puts the queen on a safer square. This captures a free knight. Very precise. Recaptures. This threatens to eventually win a bishop. White develops further. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This is an equal trade. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. This is the strongest option. That was a free pawn. This blocks the attack on a pawn that could have been captured. This moves the rook to safety. Right on target. This is a fair move. Very precise. White's bishop has moved to a square with greater activity and control. This is the strongest option. A very strong play. One of the best moves. With the bishop now developed as well, White has all pieces ready for action. Right on target. A solid choice. A very strong play. This defends the attacked pawn. One of the best moves. Very precise. A solid choice. This moves the pawn to safety. This is the strongest option. This moves the bishop to a better location, allowing it to control more squares. This blocks the check from an opposing bishop. This evades the check from the pawn. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. Applying pressure to Black's pawn chain.